Hi everyone, thank you all for coming. My name is Alyssa, for those who do not know me, and I wanted to thank you all for coming here today and being in solidarity with Palestine. So I recently went to a benefit concert hosted by the Palestinian Youth Movement in Oakland, and the money raised from the event was donated to Mecca to support their campaign of raising $1 million by the end of this year. And at that concert, they had a silent art auction that showcased pieces expressing Palestinian resistance, liberation, and solidarity. And I wanted to bring that energy here to our local community in San Jose at the Peace and Justice Center, which I love. So a little bit about Mecca, the Middle East Children Alliance. It's a nonprofit humanitarian aid organization that is based in Berkeley, California since 1988. And they support the well-being of children across the Middle East by providing aid, community resources, and access to education. And they have been steadfast in supporting the people in Gaza who are experiencing genocide, and launched an emergency aid for Gaza campaign to respond to the urgent needs of the people in Gaza. On the ground, there are staff, volunteers, partner organizations, and local aid workers distributing hygiene kits, hot meals, clothes, and clean drinking water. As you saw in the entrance, there is an informational table about Mecca, and if you would like to learn more about the organization, and you can support through buying our art or that our artists have made, or you can donate directly from the QR code on that table. Coming to these events, continue to talk about Palestine and learning and sharing the history of Israel's occupation and genocide, going to protests, supporting movements that push for divestment, putting your money to directly support our people in Palestine are some ways we can collectively, sorry, I'm a very emotional person, so are some ways we can use our collective efforts and not be complacent. I'm going to hand it over to Mike.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike. I'm a member of the Peace and Justice Center. Who here has heard of the Peace and Justice Center before? Okay, so about a little bit than half of you. So for those who don't know, the Peace and Justice Center was actually founded in 1957. It is the oldest autonomous peace institution in California. We've actually made a pretty big mark, especially in the cultural scene, because we actually have 2 songs named after some of the activists here at the Peace and Justice Center for their stance on the Vietnam War and blocking the shipping of napalm back over to Vietnam. We've also been the ground zero for a lot of the anti-war protests in the 60s and 70s and 80s, as well as the ground zero for the defense of Angela Davis when she was on trial here in San Jose. So yeah, the Peace and Justice Center is really committed to having peace and justice throughout the world. And one of the issues that we have found is that the situation in the Middle East, the genocide that is happening in Palestine, specifically in Gaza, needs to be addressed. And the city of San Jose has not yet done that. Our city leaders only have the courage to sign a letter denouncing the genocide, but even in the own resolution, it says that a letter does not have any political power behind it. It's just a statement. And so this is why we need a ceasefire resolution in San Jose, because it lets this national government know that one of the biggest cities in the country does not stand by in hearing genocide done in our name. And so what people might be wondering is, well, what does a ceasefire resolution do? It's just a document. Well, it starts a conversation. For example, in Richmond, when it passed their own ceasefire resolution, 2 people of the city council stepped down, citing it as a Zionist, anti-Semitic document, and so they stepped down, which allowed 2 more people to be put onto the city council in Richmond, which then allowed them to divest. So really, even though these resolutions are entirely, are in some ways symbolic, they do have very real weight behind them, because then people start saying, okay, now that we have a resolution, what's the next step? The next step could be to demand arms embargo and having the companies in that city stop trading with Israel. It could also be divesting from the services or other places that are embedded into Israel's economy. So this is why we do need a ceasefire resolution here. It really just opens the way for us to have even more militancy, because now people know that we can do something and we can do even more. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Mike. And so inside we have these pamphlets where Mike wrote, what do you call it? Yeah, and he wrote the pamphlet, and our volunteer designed it, so it's very beautiful. You can learn more about why the ceasefire petition is very important, especially right now. And just another heads up, you have to be a San Jose resident to sign the petition. If you are not a San Jose resident, I highly encourage you to spread the word. This is how we, collectively use our power to make change. And so, yeah, we will have these at the informational tables, and also we have lovely food from Tacos de la Bay. Thank you so much for your support. And we also have Food Not Bombs, who are a volunteer organization who provides they're volunteer based, so they cook food for the unhoused community in St. James Park every Sunday. And if you'd like to learn more about the organization, you can talk to them too. So yeah, we're just here to have conversation, be in community, and our final bidding will be at 3. So yeah, we're just gonna have fun and be here together. So thank you so much for being in solidarity to prosper. Thank you.